So, hello everyone. Um, I would like our guests to move, if you want, a bit forward. We are going to build together. It's not lots of us, so do you want to join us in the front chairs? And maybe we mix with, yeah, mix with our guys as well. So everyone with, yeah, I want you all to be mixed. Because that is the point of our youth exchange and of Erasmus Plus in general.
Busy? Okay. So, dear guests, we're trying to make you feel like our participants felt when they came here in Greece. First of all, good afternoon. Thank you for being here, each one of you, of my lovely uh, friends from now on. And me and Maria really appreciate that you gave us the opportunity to meet so nice guys with so many potential and to create something beautiful that may have results even when we go back to our homes and to our countries. Let me introduce myself for those who just join us. My name is Marcos Chionos. I am the legal representative of an informal group of young people called Greek Odysseuses, Έλληνες Odysseuses in Greece. And this is one of our projects regarding youth. Actually, this is our first project regarding Erasmus Plus youth. And we also have organized events here in Thessaloniki and in Western Macedonia, in the city of Kozani, regarding in the context of the European Youth Week 2017. In 1 minute, I will introduce you to our project. We had the idea of creating and organizing a youth project regarding smoking. We detected that there is a need for young people to be informed and to know what causes the addiction and how you can fight for it in order to stop it. In that context, we applied for an Erasmus Plus Youth Exchange under Key Action 1, as my colleague Alec will later introduce you to. We have 40 people of 6 countries. We have here with us people from Italy, from Turkey, from Cyprus, from Malta, and from Romania, and also from Greece. And altogether we had a couple of activities, informal activities, regarding how youth can be better informed against starting smoking. So, more or less, this is our project. From now on, the stage is to Maria Stefanidou, who is responsible for that project, and you will see how that project, this 4 days, fifth day, I think so, Maria, today, in the 5th day, how these 5 days have came to a result. What result will be seen to you next few minutes. So, Maria.
I would like to welcome all of you. I'm really happy for being here because I've been in this room before lots of times for different occasions from my university because I study here. And actually, it's the first time that I'm on stage, and I'm very happy about it. So, in order to begin with our participants, because the stage is not only mine or Marcos, it's for all of you, I want first of all the Greek team, the Greek participants, Greek Odysseuses, to join me up here. So guys, do you want to come? Thank you. So we have Vangelis, Ioanna, Eleni, Dinos, Yannis, Dimitra, Marcos, of course, you already met him, Christos, and Myrto. So, please take a chair, and Myrto, do you want to come here with me? And Christos here, maybe. Yeah. So, I would like to hear about what our project is about from our Greek participants. Myrto, do you want to start?
Yes. My first thought when I came to this project was that I will meet so different people from all these countries, and I will be the difference were going to be so big. But then I realized that we have the same worries, the same interests, so we're much more alike than I originally thought. This is my experience.
The similarities and the opposites about the way we think with other people regarding a bad habit like smoking. Thank you.
My name is Vangelis. This is my first youth exchange. When I came here, I thought I will have free vacations, but I was completely wrong. I enjoyed so much workshops. I gained so much experience. I also met people that were very interesting. I will miss these conversations, and I will hope to see them soon again. That's it.
Hi, I'm Dimitra. This is not my first exchange, but it's the first time I'm in my country and I'm hosting people from other countries, so I feel kind of responsible for that. And this makes it more different, I can say. So I feel very good to be in Greece and hosting all those people. I love walking around the city and everyone speaking English and everyone watching us and asking us what are we doing, what we are wearing those shirts, and what is all those energizers we are doing in the street. And I love that. Hi, girls.
Hi, I'm Ioanna. I want to say that through Erasmus I become more social, and it also learned me to communicate and listen to other people and appreciate their opinions and the experience of their lives. Yeah, that's it, the important thing about this project. Thank you.
Hello from me, I'm Eleni. It's my first time that I participate in this program, Youth Exchange, from Erasmus+. This program made me more creative and more open-minded because I met new people and new cultures. So I suggest you all to participate in something like this. Thank you very much.
Hello from me. My name is Konstantinos. First of all, I wanted to be part in this project because I'm a fanatic anti-smoker. And I wanted to learn all about for cigarettes and smokers to help some people stop smoking. Thank you.
And last but not least, hello, I'm John. And the best part from this youth exchange, first, this is my first youth exchange as well as most of the Greek participants here. And the most beautiful thing in this youth exchange is that the interaction you make with other people with different cultures, different way of thinking, and different way of life. And so the communication you make with these people is just amazing. You should try it. Thank you.
So these are our Greek participants, and I want to say that two of them are from Athens, Myrto and Christos. We have a guy from Karditsa, and then Dimitra is from Alexandroupoli, Ioanna is from Sciatista, Kozani, Eleni is from Edessa, Dinos is from Yanina, and Yannis is from Thessaloniki. This means that for the people from the audience, I want you to let you know that you're all invited in our team in Greek Odysseuses, and even your friends who live in another cities of Greece. Okay, so I would like to thank you all, and you can sit down to welcome our next country, which is Italy. No, sorry, Cyprus, sorry. I was confused because we have Matteo, who is Italian, and he is participating for the Cyprus team. So, now we will continue smoking sessions because our project is called Cigarette No Thanks. I want to remind you that it's funded by the European Union, by the Erasmus Plus project, and that we are all here because Greece and in Edivim, if you know, it's the department of Erasmus, the hosting in Greece. The national agent of Erasmus in Greece is helping us to have this youth exchange here. So now the stage is for the Cypriots, and we have Anna Parpa, the leader. So I will go down and sit with the other ones until you have finished. You have 15 minutes for you, and you have the videos also that you want to show. Yeah, okay. So Anna, you can start, and I will put the videos when we have to.
Hello, I'm the leader of the Cypriot team. I represent Cyprus, and this is very wonderful for me and for my team to be a participant and partner to this Greek organization, Greek Odysseuses. And we, during the program, we had a workshop where we had to organize all the participants to learn and do research about why someone would choose to start smoking. So my team and I, we decided to divide them into groups and make divided into groups, and each group should do a video through, it can be a TV show or an advertisement or a theater, just to promote the reasons why someone starts smoking. And we have 2 videos to show you with these. And I need your help, Maria. Maria.
As you heard, Anna, we had some outdoor activities about why people start smoking. So let's see what we have done.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm George Derakidis, and in today's episode we are going to talk about cigarettes. What's the reason that people start smoking? Why do they even start doing so? Which are the reasons behind those issues that they deal with? And we are going to ask Yasin Demiraz from Turkey, who's a representative of the Youth Association in Istanbul. Yasin, the speech is yours.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Secret Thnx TV shows. This TV show is funded by Erasmus Plus program. Today, we are going to ask the people why did they start the smoking. Let's start. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Helen.
Helen, could you tell me please, why did you start the smoking?
Of course, I started smoking because my boyfriend rejected me, and I thought that smoking would help me to that situation of my life.
Thank you so much. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Basilio.
Why did you start the smoking, Basilio?
I'm smoking, but I'm not interested to speak about this.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, could you tell me your name, please?
I'm Jonathan.
Jonathan, why did you start smoking? Could you explain us?
I started smoking when after I have my girlfriend and she smokes a lot, and to spend time with her and connect with her, I just ended up smoking as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day. Hello, could you tell me your name, please?
My name is Dario.
Dario, why did you start smoking?
I started smoking because I used to see my parents smoking, so that's why I get used it, and I tried, and then I started smoking.
Okay, thank you so much. And we have a beautiful woman in Thessaloniki right now. Hello, could you tell me your name, please?
Hello, my name is Roberta.
Roberta, why did you start smoking, Roberta?
Well, I was passing from a stressful time in my life, so a friend of mine suggested me to try smoking because she told me it will calm me down. So I tried it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Cheverel.
Cheverel. Where are you coming from, Cheverel?
From Malta.
Malta. Welcome to Thessaloniki.
Thank you.
Could you explain us, please, why did you start smoking?
Yes, I remember the first cigarette that I took. We was in a pub in Malta. My friends started smoking there, and to be cool like them, I had to try it. They even took beers and vodka. So in these days, to be cool, you have to join them.
Dear viewers, as you can see, we were in together Thessaloniki, and we asked the people, why did you start smoking? And as you can see, smoking rate is really, really hardly increasing in the world. And we are here for the create an awareness on the non-smoking. Thank you so much for watching us today. Peace out.
Okay, Anna, you want to show the next video? Can we proceed? Okay, we have another video for you as well.
Hi guys, welcome here again.
No.
Hi guys, welcome here again. We will have a different meeting today. I want to ask you some questions. Everyone, one question. Julia, tell me, don't laugh. Tell me why you smoke.
Because I feel free, and when I'm stressed, and also because I forget my problems.
Nice. Aya, why you smoke?
It helps me focus.
Theodore, why you smoke?
Because all my friends are smoking, and it's really good to be with them all the time and smoking with them and go out all the time and be together.
Dimitra, why you smoke?
Because in a stressful day, it's the only 5 minutes I feel free.
As gay, why you smoke?
Because I can be more social. I can make new relationships with cigarettes.
What are we going to do today? Is anyone that wants to know?
Yes, tell us.
We all here. We are in Thessaloniki. This is a youth exchange. Show me what you have done here, kid. It's today on 20 July. Time 5:30 to 9. It's in KDA, Aristotle University. There is free entrance, free buffet. You will get all certification of attending this, and you will also sing acting, singing, and many other things.
Wow,
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's only 7 o'clock in the 10 minutes. You can't wait. Marcos.
Now we're going to show you a small advertisement that we have made about the reason why and that you should quit smoking. Quit.
Stage to win a girl. Second stage to win a girl. And now the third stage to win a girl.
Blah blah blah, compliments. Blah blah blah, compliments.
It's working. But then 3.
Cigarette? Oh yes, thanks.
No.
I lost girlfriend.
So, if you have problem with your girl, through the youth exchange, you can say no to the cigarette. If you hear your friends say cigarette, say no thanks. No thanks. Oh no.
Okay, so that was our first session. Does any of the Cypriot guys want to add something and give us your experience about organizing these activities?
Yes. The activity was very pleasurous. We really liked it, at least in my team. We did it very briefly. But the fact is that we realized that there are tons of reasons that someone would start smoking from one day to another. And that and from some personal, not so personal, some people here already saw heard some stories yesterday. So we can really agree on the fact that it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap, which is, I forgot what I wanted to say. Smoking is a trap which leads you to other more serious paths. So we already know that from some stories that we heard yesterday, and that we are all here for kind of the same reason, and I'm really, really glad that we all collaborated for such a good thing. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so I would like to thank the Cypriot team for being here. And now I would like you to join the crowd and the Romanian team to come up on stage. No, still, no. Italian, as I said before. We have the next session about smokers' image. So Dario, the leader of the Italian team, will come here in my position and show you what they have done. Dario, come here.
Hello, guys. Welcome. I would like to thanks again you all to be here. The workshop that we lead was about the smoker's image. So we realized some works about 5 different point of view. So now the guys, they are going to show us their point of view, which are, for example, health, sport, economic side, cinema, and youth society. Guys, can you explain, please, why we choose this topic?
Topic because smoking cigarette provokes many risks for health to everyone, and however, the younger you are when you start smoking, the more problems it can provoke. So we thought that could be a good thing to speak about youth society and about their approach towards smoking.
Thank you. Michele? You can use the Federica one.
Okay. So we choose this topic because it's not surprising that smoking can also have negative effects and can also on athletic performances.
And from an economical point of view, who smokes spends a lot of money to buy cigarettes, and also they contribute to tobacco's trade development. And another cost of smoke is money that are invested in programs to stop smoking.
We all know that smoking is dangerous to health, and that the substances inhaled while smoking don't affect just lungs, but our entire body. So during our workshop, we talked about some health issues related to smoking.
And in the end, we also elected the best output, which was the cinema, that Francesco is going to introduce us.
Yeah, I'm Francesco, and I presented the smoke or the important theme of smoking on the cinema. On the cinema, the smoke is very important because in the classical films, for example, we have introduced the difference of human and of man, because man represented with a cigarette masculinity and represented a strong man and energetic man, but the woman represented the important theme of emancipation and the liberty of woman. And in the cinema, for example, the people that watched another film, they seem to another characters that represented on scene, they mimicize this behavior, for example. And in the cinema, the idea of smoking is very important, but for example, in the recent years, the importance of actors that was represented on the big cinema with a cigarette, there is no representation for me.
Okay, I would like to invite someone that took part in your work to have a comment, maybe. Aya, maybe? You want to join us? Someone else? Yes. You want to comment there, or yeah, maybe near the or here? You can want to stay near the poster.
For the past few media, and especially cinema and movies, have been important to us and important to our lives. And I've noticed that as the times have passed, especially in the old times in the 1920s or so. Women and men who would smoke are always women are represented in a specific way and men are represented in also another specific way. And I've noticed also that men or women who smoke seem interesting. It's always a protagonist that is smoking or has issues or has they seem to be very different to normal people, and they always movies represent them as people who have smoking as a normal thing, as part of life, as even though people notice that it is something that is bad, it is still considered very normal. And women who smoke in the movies are considered either prostitutes, they're sexually active, they're seductive, they have issues in life, they're depressed, they are weak, they are rebellious, they do taboo things. But then when it comes to men, they have courage, they have ownership, they're able to deal with their life, and they don't have feelings. It's very interesting how these two are very different to each other, and how
Thank you.
What I want to say is that the characters usually that are smoking, and that are the characters that are smoking, they are sometimes I think they are pictured more intriguing and more cool, and more people will like those characters. But at the same time, they will show sometimes that they have issues as well, and that they're dealing with their issues the wrong way, maybe even not just smoking, but other bad habits which are self-destructive. The problem with that is that they make them seem cool, and people who want to relate to a character or a hero, they can relate to that person because they have that same problems, or they feel the same way, like they are rejected, or they cannot be themselves, or they cannot express their feelings or love or being loving or something. And unfortunately, the example that is portrayed in the movies is not the correct way, actually, because a strong man will not be smoking, but actually be able to say no to smoking, and be more stronger like that. So it's actually kind of an opposite kind of image that they're portraying. Even with women is the same thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Aya. I would like also to thank my team, Francesco, Giulia, Simona, Federica, Michele. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Panagiotis Yasumi. I am from Cyprus, and I would like to, because Maria have a job, I would like to invite the Romanian team to continue his presentation.
No, Hello, everyone. Okay. We are representing an administrative unit of the Orthodox Romanian Church, Archdiocese of Buzău and Vrancea. So, as we have been invited by our friends from Greek Odysseuses, we have decided to get involved, and according to the tasks which were distributed during the preparatory visit, We were in charge with contrasting smoking and other bad habits. And since we are a mixed group, we approached this topic, contrasting them, presenting them in parallel from our different points of view according to our academic education background. So you will hear different approaches as long as my colleagues will give their opinion. Starting with the contrast maybe first between addiction and vice. According to the culture of our organization, we can also contrast the addiction to the vice understood as a sin, if in the way that if addiction affects you or takes you away your reason, it affects your blood, your nervous system, your body, your pocket. The vice, the sin, affects you, your soul, your deep strength to keep flying, to stay free, to get unchained from anything that might caught you on the ground and preventing you for feeling free. Now I invite my colleagues to express their opinions about smoking and other bad habits. And before that, each of them will introduce themselves in turns before speaking. Thank you.
Okay, so hello, my name is Ioana and I study psychology. I will explain some causes from the psychological point of view about smoking and other bad habits like drugs, alcohol, and maybe gambling. And some common things. Usually people who are addicted may be isolated from the society, and also they are distracted from problems. They may have difficulty in facing some problems from their lives, and they got used to the routine, like every day may be actually the same for them, and they also may face depression. Thank you.
Okay, so during our meeting here, we have organized a public cafe where we had common talks on these topics from the different points of view that my colleagues started the speech or the analysis. So now my colleagues will also present the results of the work team. Ioana, from the medical point of view.
Hello, my name is Ioana and I'm a medical student. According to what found this week, the addiction of smoking causes many problems in our organisms, such as in respiratory system like lung cancer, circulatory system, the blood pressure will increase, and also to our nervous system. So the health is the most important thing in our life. Thank you.
Next, maybe either Claudia or you. Anyone who wants, guys.
My name is Theodor. I am a bachelor in theology. And my task was with my group to find what other young people's habits create addiction and to what may they lead to. So we found that chocolate, alcoholism, and the shoppings maybe, pornography, movies are people's habits who are leading to addiction. And the example is that the chocolate leads to being fat, or alcoholism leads to being to be in depression, and all this maybe lead to suicide and maybe a bad life. So we had found some habits who are representative for the, especially for the young people.
Hello everyone, my name is Catalin. I graduated History and Theology, Orthodox Eastern Theology in Bucharest. And in this workshop, I have talked with all of the participants, who is also my friend also, about how do smoking and other harmful impact young people's life from the spiritual or moral point of view. So, the conclusion of this workshop was, in general, that the smoking and other bad habits are a sin or a vice or an addiction. So, we have talked about lose your destination, lost the good road, or searching, and the opposite thing, losing.
Okay, Claudia?
Hello, my name is Claudia. I talk about music because all forms of music have therapeutic effects. And if you dropped once, try and try again, because music will help you fight against all the pressure surrounds you. Trust and be strong, and never give up. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Well, I think that's all. Thank you, Greek Odysseuses, and thank you, dear fellows, for what we have shared the whole week.
Maybe we should try to show you some photographs of the stuff that we have created those days. They are really important and they are really interesting to see how an initial idea turns into a result. And who knows, maybe will turn into a life change for some of us or for some of the youth people that we will approach after that youth exchange. These are our results. And the very interesting thing for those who have never participated yet to youth exchanges or to other Erasmus Plus youth projects is that the youth by itself organizes the event. The youth by itself, by themselves to be more specific, implement the project, and the results are focusing on youth and only youth. So we're talking about informal learning. We have no teacher, we have no trainer. I really like your photos. It's obviously that you didn't choose.
It's from today's morning.
Okay, don't worry. So let's proceed to the next session. Implementation of smoke-free laws, right, Maria? This section has been implemented by the Greek team, and I would like to welcome you on stage again, the Greek team. And at that section, we focused on the anti-smoking laws and how they are implemented into the European countries that participate into that youth exchange. So maybe our participants can share us their experiences and results.
Okay, I'm gonna start. As everybody knows, smoking has many negative effects, healthy effects especially, but not only active smokers show up these serious health issues, also people who don't smoke at all, who are the passive smokers, can be affected by the smoke made by the active smokers. Therefore, many countries worldwide have created some anti-smoking laws or measures, if you like, to prevent this phenomenon. So we are gonna talk about some exclusive sample countries about the anti-smoking laws who have been made actually. Myrto? Where is Myrto? Oh. Okay, you can start.
Let's start with Australia. Australia has the strictest anti-smoking legislation in the world. Smoking is banned in all airports, government offices, workplaces, shopping malls, health clinics, and even some beaches. Also, another example is China, which is the world's biggest producer and consumer of tobacco. And an interesting fact is in 2008, when the Olympics took place in Beijing, a ban of smoking made its appearance, but it was only temporal.
Back to me. The third one is Bhutan. I don't know if you know that country. It's a small one which is located in South Asia, and it's supposed to be the first country where the sale of tobacco products has been banned permanently. And last but not least, we are gonna talk about Germany, where in all their pubs and restaurants they have made some special rooms where for only smokers, so they can smoke freely without interacting with other people who are non-smokers. That's all.
So, I would like you to raise your hands if you believe that the anti-smoking law is applied in Greece. Is not applied. Is not applied. Is not applied.
The question is for you in the crowd, so please, I would like you to raise your hands if you believe.
So, thank you.
Also, do you think that if the fees, the fines, if the fines were more expensive, that it would be effective? If you believe so, raise your hands. Okay.
We made some videos. Yesterday we've been to the streets with the teams, divided in teams, and asking people if they like that the law doesn't apply in Greece, and they told us some of them that they are shy to tell that they don't like it at all, and when they are next to a person that's smoking and they don't like it, they say nothing, but they wanted to say something. So we have the videos, of course.
Okay, guys, welcome to Erasmus Cigarette No Thanks. We are in Thessaloniki right now. As you know, this project funded by Erasmus Plus. We have Kelly right now and Dimitro gonna help us for the translating in Greece. And Kelly, what do you think about laws on smoking? Do you think they are applying in Greece in Thessaloniki?
Άμα εφαρμόζονται οι νόμοι του καπνίσματος και τι πιστεύετε για αυτούς. Άμα συμφωνείτε ή διαφωνείτε.
Συμφωνούμε, αλλά δεν εφαρμόζονται απλά.
He's saying that he's agree with the laws, but it's not applied in Greece. I'm a smoker. Είστε καπνιστής?
Όχι.
He's not a smoker.
Το
And
έκοψα.
he cut it
Ήμουν
out.
καπνιστής, αλλά το έκοψα.
He used to be one, but he cut it out. Εξαιτίας του
Κάπνιζα
νόμου.
πούρα.
Εξαιτίας του νόμου. Before the law.
Εξαιτίας της αναπνοής δεν μπορούσα να τρέξω.
He cut it out because he couldn't breathe.
Okay, I have one more question. So, do you have any suggestion, or what can we do for the people push to following the rules?
Έχετε κάποια πρόταση για το πώς θα μπορούσαμε να κάνουμε τον κόσμο να ακολουθήσει τους νόμους?
Για να μην καπνίζει. Πρέπει να αρχίσει να τους ακολουθεί. Οι βαριά καπνιστές δύσκολα να εφαρμόσουν τον νόμο. Απλά μπορούν να σεβαστούν, ας πούμε, τους χώρους. Να μην καπνίζουν μέσα σε εκκλησίες, να μην καπνίζουν σε κινηματογράφους. Σε κάνα μπαρ δεν πειράζει και εκεί όλοι καπνίζουν.
He says that it's difficult for the smokers to apply the rules, to respect them, but it is good if they just respect the others in some places like the cinemas or like the bars maybe, stuff like that.
Αυτοί που καπνίζουν οι καπνιστές βαριά μορφής δεν μπορούν να το κόψουν εύκολα.
But those who are really smokers for years, it's very hard for them to stop.
Εγώ το κόψα με μεγάλη προσπάθεια.
She did a great effort to stop smoking.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Now I want to tell you some things about these videos and the interviews we had outside. My concern is that in many cafeterias that I went, I didn't see any smoking flags on tables. That's not a good thing. Also, the flags were on walls and sometimes they were hidden, not visible to the people. I also spoke with people and they told me that they are shy to react. Why to be shy to react if something is annoying to you? Has anyone here reacted when he was annoyed on such situation? Let's raise hands, those who are not shy to react. Raise hands. It seems only one member here. Two here. I have reacted once because I was in a cafeteria and I had headache and there was so much smoke around me. I asked the manager to come and do something, and he felt offended because I asked. He was offended by me because I asked to drink my coffee with no smoke. That's not also good. You should not be shy if you are annoyed. That's the point.
We'll see another interview, another short video of people asking them, of our participants asking people, how do you think?
About the implementation of the law and what could be done.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, I'm gonna be alone. Okay, let's start. Did you start?
Yes.
Okay, welcome guys. Welcome to interview of the Secret No Thanks project, which funding by the Erasmus Plus. We are in Thessaloniki now and we are asking the questions to people, and we have Catalina and Georgi, right? Okay. And Catalina and Georgi, what do you think about laws about smoking in Greece? Do you think they are applying or not applying? Could you speak a bit loud because we are recording the video?
I don't think they are applying.
Yeah, you think they are applying? They are not applying, yeah. And what did you start smoking?
Γιατί ξεκινήσατε να καπνίζετε?
Γιατί αρχίσαμε. Friends.
Because of friends group influence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same for me. Also, I'm a smoker. And what do you think? What can we do to applying to rules in Greece or in Thessaloniki? What should we do to make people to follow the rules? Because also they are smoking inside and it is not legal, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, also I smoke. And what can we do? What do you think about it? Keep it for another. Yes. It should be punishment, but I think there is punishment. Why people not afraid from the punishment? They are not enough, you think?
Because they're not
Nobody's checking the places and the people while they are smoking. Okay. Thank you. Gracias, Catalina and Georgi. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
So as we saw, there is a lot of stuff to be done here in Greece regarding anti-smoking law, and especially the thing is the issue is to change our mentality and how we see and how we behave to each other. So, has anyone wants anyone to add something? No. Yeah, Dino.
So now we will talk about the smoking laws in Greece. The first smoking law was decided by the Greek Prime Minister Dimitrios Voulgaris in 1856. In 2002, the Greek government decided to create the second smoking law in Greece, which has to do with public and private places like bars, cafeterias, hotels, museums. But these laws didn't seem to have so much power to ban the smokers. Today's smoking law is being effect from the 1st of July in 2008 for public and private places too. Some researches in this year showed that the 99% of smokers smoke in places that is forbidden in Greece. And to sum up, the fines when someone don't follow the rules are between 1,000 and 3,000 euros.
Thank you, Dina. So that was the results of our activity about the implementation of anti-smoking laws. Thank you guys, all of you. I would like to welcome to stage Yasin, our friends from Turkey, in order to introduce us into their activity regarding family influence. And they will introduce us to another kind of informal learning, theater play. Right, Yasin?
Yeah. Thank you, Marcos. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. I would like to welcome to you all our public event for our Cigarette No Thanks project. I am Yasin Demira, and I'm coming from Turkey as a Turkish leader, as Turkish team leader, and I'm representing the Youth Art Research and Training Association based in Istanbul, which working mainly under the Erasmus Plus and the other EU projects to help the young people and make him the more active people and stuff like that. I would like to give some information about our session. Our session was related with the family influence on non-smoking, and as you know, one of the reasons it started the smoking is family, because the children and the youth people always having time with their family, and as I'm a smoker, most probably I affected by my family. And we played a role game, role play game with the participants, and after the present the Turkish team, you're gonna watch the one of our role play game. And now I would like to represent Turkish team, Ibra.
Hello everyone. My name is Ibrahim.
and it's been my second project so far. And I've been learning a lot of things about cigarette within this project. It's been great honor to be part of this project, and I just wanted to thank to our group leader, Yasin, and wanted to thank Maria and Marcos for all their efforts so far. Thank you all.
Hello everyone, I am Ferhat. I am studying international relations. This is my first project, and I really appreciated to be a part of this project. It is a great honor to be here with you all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Ezgi. I've working for Youth Works for 3 years, and this is my third project also. I wrote a project about to prevent start to use drugs before. Because of that, I'm so happy to being a participant of this project. I learned that all the weed and drug addictors started with cigarettes. So smoking is the first step of that stairs. I think this type of projects are powers to prevent people to start smoking. And by the way, thanks to Marcos and Maria to have a chance, all of us, to be here.
Hi, I'm Sezin. Thank you to Maria and Marcos because of giving us chance to be part of this project. This is my first experience of Youth Exchange, and I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Selma. I'm from Istanbul. I'm a volunteer. I'm very happy in this project. Okay. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Marcos.
Okay. Thank you so much, Turkish team. You can have a seat because now our participants going to perform you that played a role game in our project, and I would like to give some information our session because it's gonna be a bit different now. All role games was great, but we are going to show just one because we have a limited time right now. While we are playing the role games, the participants, when they clap, they have a chance to change the players while they are playing. So with this session, for example, family influence, we can change the family. For example, in a family, we can change the father's behaviors on two children and on smoking and non-smoking. And please to come here, Vangelis. I think they're gonna mix it. Okay.
I wanted to change background.
Okay. I think this is good, yeah?
Yeah, I know, but Chris told me to put something else as well.
Okay. Sorry?
As you like.
Yeah, as you like. I think we don't need it, yeah. Everybody can hear the choice.
kids disobey you, your wife doesn't serve you well, this is not what I taught you. You need to take control.
I agree. Where are you, my son? Waiting for to eat.
Of course, we're here. This is my friend Jonathan from Malta. He will stay with us for a couple of days.
I want you to be near to me.
Okay. It's okay, Father. You don't need to stress it out. He will be near.
Anna, where are you? I'm hungry. Come here.
I have to tell you.
Not now. Go sit. Francesco, pray for us.
Oh, come on.
Francesco, pray.
What is this?
Are you okay? I see that.
We should eat. Don't speak.
I have to tell you something.
What do you want to tell?
Andiamo. Κάποιος someone is
Is someone spoken here?
Oh my God, I don't believe it.
Who is smoking?
Can you please calm down? It's
Don't
me.
speak.
Okay, it's me.
Don't
But
speak.
can you please calm down? It's me. I am the one.
You should not speak.
Not your goods.
No speaking. Shout. You should obey my rules. Leave. Do you want to tell me something?
Relax, man.
Don't
It's
shout
not your
at
family.
me.
It's my family.
Oh my God.
Okay, relax, man.
You should leave. Leave.
Stop it, Razili. Stop it. He's our.
What do you want? You are under suspension.
Oh, come on. Father, come on. Go away. Go be yourself.
You are smoking also. Under suspension. Go to your room. Your room. Now. You are a good son. Let's go and speak about this. And
I would like to take your opinion.
Thank you so much, my friends. Please, Vangelis, please have all seats. I would like to take your opinions. And could you explain us what was the point of view? No, Vangelis. No. Yeah.
it's better thinking out.
Okay. By the way, in our session, there was the 5 different topics, and this group's topics was the conservative family. And Alec, would you like to say something? Yes.
I think from my point of view, strictness does not stop people from smoking. I think we need to approach the issue of smoking with a more objective approach. In a family, we should discuss and talk about things like that, because I think I was the grandfather, and I wanted my son to possibly behave the way I used to behave many years ago, but it doesn't apply now. So you have to possibly be more objective in dealing with youngsters these days, in terms of dealing with the issues of smoking and not smoking.
Thank you.
I was the father. I'm a member of a conservative family. We want to present the influence of a conservative family to its members, but not also this, because every character has a meaning. I raised to be conservative, like my father. I'm not critical thinking ideas. Also, I have many children, as you see. Some obey, some not obey. That's difficult for a father, trying also to do things right in the family. I want also to introduce everyone, and everyone will tell why he acting like this and what he believes. I will start with George. who is sitting more near. George, what do you have to tell us?
I'm the rebellious child, the one who's against his father many times for no reason, but at this time I'm against of him because of his beliefs, his views about his weird character, and I'm trying to react as much as possible against him. And smoking is just a way for me to escape from the reality that I live, and it's a form of rebelling against my father. I'm going to introduce my brother in the play, who's, let's say, in between. He's not the good guy, the one that follows the patterns of my father, but neither the rebellious one, which is me. It's something in between.
So I was the second son, but my act was like I didn't know what path to choose to be a good kid like Francesco, or to decide to go to path to smoking and be like the bad guy, like my other brother Yorgos. So my mom from here, Anna, tell us about you.
I played the mother of a conservative family, and I wanted to show that in a conservative family, usually everybody afraid of the father because he's very strict. And I was actually afraid of my husband, and I wasn't able to protect any of my kids, so I couldn't hide it. I couldn't hide that I found out about the smoking, and I had to tell him. So in a few words, I chose myself in that play. I wanted to protect myself because I was afraid of my husband. And now the good boy, not the good boy, but the boy who's follows the patterns of his father.
I'm the perfect son of the family, and I follow the behavior of my father, and I criticize the comportment of my second brother and my first brother because they smoke authentically, and I, for example, pray during on the day with the family, and I represented in general the figure of a good character of the conservative family.
Me, I'm the opposite of Vangelis, I think, because he has all strict and all rules, and I am the other extreme, and it's like, I think neither extreme is gonna produce anything good. If you are too strict, making rules on every single thing, you're gonna like his son is rebelling against him because he's not free. And then at the same time, rules are good because no rules is not good, because some rules, they protect you, and there needs to be something in the middle, I believe. Thank you.
To conclude with this, what we understand from all of this is that not if you are overprotected, it might also have an opposite influence to your child. You should hear the children and try be near to them and be open-minded, because you should hear them. I also want to thank you for watching this. It was prepared in only 30 minutes, and it was difficult. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Now we have 30 minutes break, and feel free to enjoy with the foods and drinks in front of the door. And after the break, we have Erasmus Plus Youth Funding Opportunities presentation, which is one of the most important part of this event. Thank you.
So, before we begin with the next session, which is about Erasmus Plus in general, I would like to do an energizer. Yes. Uh, because I want all of you to be awake and pay attention to the next session. So, Christian, we want to do your energizer, our favorite. Yeah, Faro Faro. Yes, all of you, you should stand up, all of you. Without music, yes. Are you all ready? Stand up, please. I want all of you to stand up. If you don't stand up, we will not proceed, Matteo. And Ibrahim, I can see you with the hat. Okay. Matteo, you're the last one, please. Okay. So, listen to Christian.
Okay, so that will go again, an energizer I have learned from a Church of England monk. And it is about a character from the Old Testament, Moses, who, set his people, his Jewish people, free from the Egyptian slavery. Before doing that, of course, he spoke to the Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, trying to persuade him to let him people be free. And of course, because it's an energizer, he also started to dance. So, so we will start like in Egypt, with the hands at the forehead. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Aha, aha, yeah, 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 yeah. Again. So as you can see, you may miss the lyrics. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Aha, aha, yeah, 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 yeah. And now, as I have told you, it's a song, so we have to sing it. So it's like, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Aha, aha, yeah, 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 yeah. Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Aha, aha, yeah, 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 yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Aha, aha, yeah, 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 yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Aha, aha. Let's speed up a bit. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Aha, aha, yeah, 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 yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Aha, aha, yeah, 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 yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Aha, aha.
Thank you, Christian, so much. Yeah, the last time, okay. Maybe we will do it in the sea tomorrow as well, so. Okay, another one will do it. Now we all have learned how to do it. So, let's move on to our next session, which is Erasmus Plus Youth Funding Opportunities. And I would like to invite Malta's team on stage, and with their leader, Alec Douglas, so that they can give us very useful information about Erasmus Plus projects. And we also want the leader of the Turkish team, Yasin, to join the Maltese. And as you see in the background, I have put Erasmus Plus Youth.gr, which is the official website of Erasmus in Greece. Okay, so if you need extra information, you can visit this website. So, yes. Oh, yeah, yes. So, Alec?
Yasin şunu ayarlasana Yasin.
You can hear me? Yes. Fantastic. Let's try this one. Yeah. And it is going to be red. So okay. I'm going to. It's okay. I'm going to just talk from here. My name is Alec. I am Zimbabwean-born British from Manchester. Living in Malta. I run an NGO in Malta. Um, I'm going to talk to you about Erasmus. I don't know if there's anybody who doesn't know what Erasmus is. You can show me by raising your hand. Do you know what Erasmus is all about? So we all know. So we can go home, yeah? Right. I took this bottle to try and give an illustration of what Erasmus is all about. Now, Erasmus stands for EU programs. And the programs specialize in 4 areas: education, training, youth, and sports, right? So I'm not going to go into details as to how the EU collects money from the member states, but there is a bottle like this, which is Erasmus, full of Fanta, and the Fanta in this case is money, right? Now, the EU distributes the money to the member states and also to program countries. So what they do is that they have the money, and this is Greece. Greece is given some money, right? Depending on the size of the country and possibly the other formulas they use. This is Malta. Malta has got 500,000 people, so possibly this is what Malta is given. And Italy possibly is much bigger, so they get a bigger share of the money. Now, the money, this is now distributed from the main pot or the main bottle into the countries, and the countries are managed by what we call national agencies, right? So, in this glass, there is 3 groups of funds that Greece can access. Now, the funds are distributed according to key action 1, which is youth programs, and then key action 2, which is strategic partnership, and key action 3, which is for policy recommendations. So in the morning we went through in detail on those 3 aspects. Now, before Erasmus Plus, which was in 2014, there was a different animal which had so many complications and so many programs. So they tried to simplify it by bringing it into simpler programs that are easier to apply and access funds, and this is what Erasmus Plus is. So 2014 to 2020. Now what happens is that if Greece, the national agents in Greece, is mean with the money, so Greece is this one. If they are mean with the money, it means that the allocation they get per year, if they don't use that money, the money will be taken back from them, right? So they have to try and encourage formal and non-formal organizations to write projects so that they can access the funds. Now, our topic was looking at opportunities for youth. So we basically saying, I'm sure, and according to this definition of youth, it's 13 years to 30 years. So if you're between 13 and 30 years, you can access the money that's allocated to Greece for Erasmus Plus, either through mobility of workers, or sorry, mobility of youth. You can access the funds. Now, we're going to go briefly into the key actions. I'm going to ask Yasin to just go into key action 1.
Yeah.
Just 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay. As Alex said, Erasmus Plus program based on 2 different action: key action 1, key action 2, and key action 3. In the key action 1, like we did in what we are doing in the right now, the youth exchange, the most important word is mobility. Everybody, I think, knows what is the mobility. And if you are going to the abroad in another country, another city, to do someone, to learn something, to join some project, to be participate some training course, this is including the key action 1. And should I explain the key action 2 also?
Just key action 1 is good.
Key action 1 is good. So, what is the key action 1? For example, I think somebody heard about the European Voluntary Service. Does anybody know what is the European Voluntary Service? Could you hands up, please? Yeah, the guys, we just talk about it in this project. Okay, that's cool. In the European Voluntary Service, I'm going to explain very short what is the EVS. In European Voluntary Service, the youths are going to do abroad to institutions, NGOs, and other working stuff like that, and making volunteering in these organizations. And all of things, accommodation, foods, a little bit money, pocket money, and covering by this program, because it's including mobility and EVS under the K Action 1. And also, let me explain the youth exchange and training courses. If youth exchanges are if you are trying to solve a problem, or if you are trying to create awareness on a problem, and you can do a youth exchange, so you can bring the lots of people from the other cultures, other countries, and like we are doing here, you can trying to solve and trying to create awareness about this problem. And also, this is under the key action 1, because key action 1 based on mobility, as I said.
Okay, thank you. Now, on the other thing
Yeah, wait.
I want to mention on mobility is that if there is, you can actually apply for what we call university exchange, where you can do six months of your university degree in Malta. And it's still a continuous process. So you can actually apply through your university for Erasmus Plus University Exchange. And you can also apply to do a master's degree using Erasmus. And you can also do a PhD through Erasmus as well. So there is that opportunity for youth, especially if you like traveling. You can actually see a lot of countries without possibly using your money, by just making sure that you access the opportunities that are there. And if you want to possibly compare the education in different countries within the EU, you can also apply to do a semester in another country. So it's all about mobility, as Yasin has said. Now we're going to talk about Key Action 2. Key Action 2 is a bigger project. It is a strategic partnership. So for you to go into a Key Action project, you need to have partners, and partners that are transnational. So I have done for my organization quite a number of Key Action 2s. And what we've done in our Key Action 2s is that the minimum number of partners that are required is 3. So if you have 3 partners and 1 drops off, then the project has to stop. So always when I go for strategic partnership, I make sure I have 4 or 5 partners, which gives me a buffer that if somebody drops off, I can still continue with the project. Now, issues that are covered in Key Action 2 would be work projects that focus on youth leaders, projects that target adult education, and projects that also, like we've said here, schools, education, training, right? If I give you an example of one project that I've done, I have produced out of the project a manual which is targeting youth workers that work with vulnerable persons, and we have turned it into an e-learning course. So anyone in Europe or in the world, they can go on our e-learning platform and do the course online and get a certificate. And we also then have a mobile application where vulnerable people can access the mobile application in Malta, in the UK, in Slovenia and Romania, and look at the service providers where if they need help, it could be smoking or bullying or anything, they can actually see a service provider who can help them. So that's about Key Action 2. And then Key Action 3 is all about support for policy reform. And we were talking about it to say it covers peer learning, it covers meetings between youth and policymakers, and also it covers research. So you can actually apply for those funds to do a research, and that research will go into making recommendations to the policymakers to improve policies that are already in place. So I think in a nutshell, we have covered briefly what Erasmus Plus is, but there is a lot of more information that we have not covered. But what I want to emphasize is that these funds are reachable by NGOs and also informal organizations, right? If you're not registered as an NGO, you have 2 friends, 3 friends, 4 friends, a family that has a passion possibly for a particular aspect. I talk about making a difference in the communities where we live. And you have a passion for that. You don't have to use your money to actually further that passion in making a difference in the community. You should know that Greece has got money, and if that money is not accessed, the EU takes it. So there is funds that the EU provides the member states to ensure that the development of youth is carried out. Now, if we look at the strategies of Erasmus+, they aim to reduce early school leaving by 4% from 14 to 10. And also they aim to improve employability amongst youth, and also the exchange of cultures through mobility. So that's a provision that's there for the youth. You want to add something?
And also, I have something to add about the how do you write and how do you organize your projects, and EU providing to youth to giving a chance to organize their projects. For example, every people who are with us right now can apply for projects and organize their projects under the Key Action 1. You can organize 2 types, youth exchange and the training course. And if you are not experienced in this kind of projects, you can apply for the youth exchange, and you can organize your projects. And And if you don't know how you can do, as Alex said before, Erasmus Plus ruling by the national agencies in every country. I mean, every country has national agency as a governmental institution. So if you don't know, just check the Greek National Agency website, and you can find every guidelines, everything about how to apply the projects and how to get fund.
Now, when you're applying for the project, you don't write a letter. There's an application form for each of the key actions. Now, what happens is that in all the EU countries, the calls for proposals are issued at the very same time. So in Greece, Malta, Cyprus, they open the calls at the same time. So a form is made available for people to download. Now, as you fill the form, there are questions. It's like an exam. You answering questions that they're asking on the idea that you have. And they tell you that each question has 10 points, 5 points, 20 points, 30 points, 50 points, up to a total. And my experience in writing projects is, I think we all have written exams. I spend more time on the questions that give me more marks. Right? It's pointless for me to write 10 paragraphs and the points are 2. I would write quality where I get 50 points, and I've done possibly project management at degree level or when I did my course, but I never had training in writing proposals. And when we started applying for projects, I think up to now, in the last 3 years, our approval rate has been over 90%. So once you write one project, you can actually build on that, and it's not difficult to write a project, so we can share information. Marcos has got a Facebook page for Erasmus Plus. There is always people that are available to help and possibly giving you a sample or something that you need to do. So one thing that I want to leave with you is that if you're youth, and also if you're not youth, you can actually organize the youth exchanges. And if you're youth, then you can actually have the opportunity to participate in the programs. Now, I'm sure you will see clearly that I'm not youth. Yeah, I'm possibly the oldest guy within the group, but I'm here because I'm a leader. So if it's a youth exchange, anybody who's over 30 can be a leader. So if you run your own organization, you can be a leader in the youth exchanges. So I think basically that's about it. Unless if you have any questions that you want us to ask us, then we can respond to them. Is there anyone who wants to?
Is there any questions, especially from those guys that are not participants to the project? Okay, I think we're okay. Thank you guys. Thank you, Alex, so much. Let me say one more time that the first project that I have been outside Greece was in Malta with Alex organization, Youth Maria Media for Inclusion with Maria. For those people that are Greeks and want to know more about Erasmus Plus, here is as Maria told you before, is the website of the national point regarding Erasmus Plus for the youth sector. The national point is in EDIVIM, Ινστιτούτο Νεολαίας, Ίδρυμα Νεολαίας και Διαβίου Μάθησης. And there you can find many information about the application rounds, the calls, and whatever you want in order to get more insight, more deeply into the Erasmus+. Moreover, we are running a Facebook page. It is called Erasmus Greek Opportunities. And on that Facebook page, we announce all the calls of almost all youth organizations in Greece that are looking for Greek participants to their projects abroad. So keep it into your account, Erasmus Greek Opportunities. Now I think that let me say the teaching staff is over, and we will introduce you again the national team of Romania in order to share with us their preparation about Greece and how they can, in the context of the intercultural nights that we organize each day, each night to be more specific, and throughout our project, they will present Greece. So let us know how they are seeing, how do they see Greece. Whatever you want, however you want. Because first, Claudia is going to start. So we have a surprise for you. Okay. But first, she will see first.
Yes, yes, yes. Your video is this one that you want to show? This one without sound, yes. Without sound.
Without sound, yes. Okay, here we go. Kalispera. Τι κάνετε? Claudia. Έλα.
Μήλο μου κόκκινο, ρόιδο βαμμένο, μήλο μου κόκκινο, ρόιδο βαμμένο, γιατί με μάρανε το πρικραμένο, γιατί με μάρανε το πρικραμένο. Paeno che έρχομαι, μα δεν σε βρίσκω. Πανέω και έρχομαι, μα δεν σε βρίσκω. Βρίσκω την πόρτα σου, με γκομαλώνει. Βρίσκω την πόρτα σου, μανταλωμένη. Ρωτάω de porta su, più pai chir su, ρωτάω din porta su, più pai chir su, chiramiendo, pastensi vrisi, pane vridnero che naemisi. Μήλο μου κόκκινο, ρόιδο βαμμένο, μήλο μου κόκκινο, ρόιδο βαμμένο, γιατί με μάρανε το πρικραμένο, γιατί με μάρανε το πρικραμένο. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Claudia, you are so amazing. Thank you so much. I just want to mention that this song is a traditional song from Sciatista, Marco's hometown. So thank you so much.
Maria, we need to put press, yes.
You can sit down if you want as well, and you have a screen in front of you.
Can you sit here to...
Yes, 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 yes. Sorry, where is my...
So we have prepared first a précis of our view on Greece, after which we will have an interactive part.
Theater, you want to change it? It's It's only maybe.
Can you put it this one here?
Give us a second, please.
Yes. Greece, I think in Greek is Hellas. It's placed in the south of Europe. And speaking about its population, I think it is about 10 million, among which half of you live in Athens and in the surroundings. 130,000.647 square kilometers. Wonderful seas, the Aegean, the Ionic, and with the capital, Athens, the city of God. Who is going to present Athens? One of you? Just, you may read it. Who is going to read it? Can you read it, Iona?
What did you know? So, what did you know about Athens? That is Europe's oldest capital, has experienced almost every form of government like monarchy, democracy, socialism, capitalism, even communist for a short period in the 20th century. Also has the most theatrical stages in the world, is the second Greece capital city, Nafplio. The first modern Olympic Games were held here, and more than 20% of Greece population lives here. More than, huh? Yep.
And because we are in Thessaloniki, since we are in Thessaloniki, we have thought of considering some facts and figures regarding this Symprotevousa. Yeah, the co-capital, which means in Greek the co-capital of Greece. So maybe girls just have some, yeah, well, regarding the facts and figures we have.
So, some information about Thessaloniki. It's the capital city of northern Greece and is the second biggest city in Greece. It has 23rd centuries of history and is the sister of the Alexander the Great.
The name comes from the sister of Alexander the Great, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, and it has 29 museums and 300 days of sunshine by the sea. It has the waterfront almost 5 kilometers. There are 15 UNESCO monuments and port city in the southern East Europe. Also, it has 81 direct flights to European capitals and other cities.
Here is Zakynthos Island.
And we have Navagio, which is the most famous beach of Zakynthos Island with the gold sand and exotic blue water. Another one, you have Santorini, which is the most beautiful town, and it is very romantic, and it has beautiful sunsets. Okay. Um, Actually, about the Delphi, it's according to mythology. Zeus was the one who wanted to find the center of the earth, and that's why he sent two eagles, one to the east and one to the west. And the place they met is the Oracle of Delhi, and Zeus considered that that place is the center of the world, of the earth, and the altar became famous when Apollo went there, in that place from the north, and he wanted to have the altar for himself. And until that moment, it was from Gia's altar, the goddess of hunt. Also, Acropolis, who was built in the 5th century before Christ, and its monuments are universal symbols of the classical spirit and civilization.
I also want to add that in Acropolis we found Parthenon. It was the temple of Athens, a goddess, the goddess Athens goddess. And I also want to add that in time it was a church when the Christianity spread in the Greece territories, and also it was a mosque when the Turks invaded Greece, and now it was remaked by the Greek government, and you will find it in the Acropolis area. Moreover, the meteoras, literally translated that middle of the sky, suspended in the air or the heavens above. There are huge formation of immense monolithic pillars and skills like huge rounded boulders which dominate the local area. We can find on the top of the hills beautiful monasteries. It used to be when the Christianity was spreading in the Greek territories, like 20 monasteries full of monks. Now we can find only 12 monasteries who are active, and we find in the monasteries also men and women.
Mount Athos, called by the Greeks the Holy Mountain. I think it's quite a particular venue and place in Greece, since it's part of the Chalcidic Peninsula, and it's an island of monachal life. So there are about 20 monasteries and many other skeets and cells where monks lives, being one of the most important praying centers in the world.
When I say Greece, I say Homer and Herodotus. Homer is known for his two monumental literature, like Iliad and Odysseus. And the other one, Herodotus, is the father of the history for his monumental literature, the history, which is right in 5 volumes.
So that was it. And now we'll have a quiz, as we have got used to doing it. So maybe first.
So, the first question is, what is the name of the beach where the shipwreck is? Shipwreck is Antisamos, Navajo, Scala, or Petani? Christos? Yes, that's true. Next one, Ioana?
So,
Yeah. So Santorini Island.
So,
Which sea?
Which sea surrounds the Santorini island? Mediterranean Sea, Black Sea, Aegean Sea, Ionian Sea.
Panagiotis? Aegean Sea. Yes.
The third question, when was the Acropolis built? A. In the 5th century before Christ, after the victory of the war with Persians. B. In the 13th century before Christ, after an earthquake destroyed some buildings in Athens. And C. After the Hurrian invasion. Francesco? Okay, great. The fourth question.
Good. So the fourth question is, who is Pythia? Pythia was the name given to the priestess through the time. B. A person who took care of the temple. Or C. No one important. Francesco? No. Dario? A. Yes. Pythia was the name given to a priestess through the time. Actually, the Pythia was the priestess of the temple, like a priest in the Orthodox Church. Priest and priestess? Yeah, or I don't understand. No? The next one?
What is the relationship between Mount Athos and Mount Olympus? A. They are both semi-autonomous republics. B. Both of them hosted the Greek gods. C. Each of them cannot be reached but only by boat. D. They both house Greek, Russian, Serbian, Bulgarian, and Romanian monasteries and skits. Francesco? No. Yeah, it's B.
Yes. It was B. Good, Selma.
In what was the Parthenon transformed over the time? Imperial Palace, Christian Orthodox Church, Palace of the Parliament, both Christian Orthodox Church and mosque. So.
D.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Herodotus was a Greek historian who was born in A. You want to say? Okay. A. Samos. B. Stagia. 3. Halicarnassus. D. Athens. Please.
Yes, Panagiotis.
You say B? No. Ah, yeah. No, it's not Samos. Yes, it's C.
So, 8. What kind of buildings do we find at the Meteora? Ancient traditional houses, ancient gods' temples, old Greek villas, ancient monasteries.
Jonathan?
Dario? Yes.
Odysseus, also known by the Latin variant Ulysses, was a legendary Greek king of Athens, Sparta, Epir, or Ithaca.
Simona? Yes.
Since all the people who have given answers were from the participants, just consider your prizes to have been done yesterday night.
Thank you.
So we would like to thank the wonderful Romanian team for this presentation. And because they are workaholics, I want them to swear now in front of all of us that they will do nothing for the next day, the rest of the Youth Exchange. So please enjoy now. You have finished all that you should do. So, we are moving to the last part of our event today, which is the presentation of Greek Odysseuses, of who we are and what we are doing. You saw our work throughout this event about our youth exchange, but now I want to share with you our ideas and why we choose this name and what is our motivation. So all of you know Odysseus because also the Romanian team mentioned him through Homer. And Odysseus was a traveler because he, after the War of Troy, he had a long journey of 10 years until he got home. And I want you to listen a poem, Ithaca. It is written by Kavafis, a very famous Greek poet. And this is by Sean Connery. He is the one who is reading the poem. And this is my favorite poem and Marcos' favorite poem as well. And actually Marcos has put me to listen to this version. And I wanted to share it with all of you right now.
There are many meanings into that poem.
Yes.
And we strongly believe that that poem describes the meaning of at least our lives. So we would like to share it with you.
As you set out for Ithaca, hope that your journey is a long one, full of adventure, full of discovery. Lystragonians and Cyclops, angry Poseidon, to Do not be afraid of them. You'll never find things like that on your way, as long as you keep your thoughts raised high, as long as a rare sensation touches your spirit and your body. Lystragonians and Cyclops, wild Poseidon, you won't encounter them unless you bring them along inside your soul. Unless your soul sets them up in front of you. Hope that your journey is a long one. May there be many summer mornings when with what pleasure, what joy, you come into harbours seen for the first time. May you stop at Phoenician trading stations to buy fine things, mother of pearl, and coral, amber, and ebony, sensual perfume of every kind. As many sensual perfumes as you can. And may you visit many Egyptian cities to learn and learn again from those who know. Keep Ithaca always in your mind. Arriving there is what you're destined for. But do not hurry the journey at all. Better if it lasts for years, so that you are old by the time you reach the island, wealthy with all you have gained on the way, not expecting Ithaca to make you rich. Ithaca gave you the marvelous journey. Without her, you would not have set out. She has nothing left to give you now. And if you find her poor, Ithaca won't have fooled you. Wise as you will have become, so full of experience, you will have understood by then what these Ithacas mean.
I really hope that you are as inspired as I was and Maria was when we first heard her. It's very inspiring, yeah, according to my opinion at least. So, this is who we are. We are an informal group of young people. We are four of us. This is our second, as I told you in the beginning, this is our second public event. This is our second project. Our first project was in the context of the European Youth Week 2017. We had an event in Kozani, in my hometown, where we studied dialogues of Plato, under which we try to connect the identical society with today's European Union. We had more than 60 people participating, and we had many results. And this is our second project, and our aim as a group, for now at least, is youth awareness on health issues. Maria?
Yes.
This is your point as
Yeah.
a medical student.
We are focused on medical issues and on prevention and public health. because we believe that, well, we have dreams. I think all of you have dreams inside here. And my dreams personally are to make our world healthier. Because I believe that health is the best gift ever given to us. And you have seen how amazing Erasmus program is and all these tools that are given to us, to the young generation. And I think that we can use these tools towards a good purpose, which is making our lives better. We started with smoking because it's a very usual habit lots of youth abuse. And we will continue on with lots of other projects as well, mostly based on prevention. So if you have any ideas, any proposals about activities on health prevention, like maybe drugs, alcohol, traffic problems and car accidents, or whatever else comes to your mind and you want to see it happen and have a change in your lives, in your community, or in European Union if possible, and the whole world after that, I want all of you to share your ideas with us and to come closer to us, and we will try to help you and have a better tomorrow for the young generation. So Marco, do you want to add? Okay. One last thing that somebody asked me how they can join Greek Odysseuses. We are here. Just tell us. We are here for you. We can hear all of you, whatever you might want. And for our new members, the Greek Odysseuses who participated in the Youth Exchange, do you want to add anything? All the Greek guys, you are now Greek Odysseuses as well. And if you want to share your experience, your ideas or anything, feel free to do it. Yes, Joanna? You have a microphone in front of you, I think, so.
Oh, okay. First of all, I want to thank you and Marcos, for the opportunity to be here and to meet all these guys and you as well. And it's been a really good time for me to learn all this stuff and cooperate and communicate with almost 40 people. And I would be really glad to be a part of such kind of projects in the future as well.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you. Anyone else? Maybe? Okay. John?
Oh, okay. I just want to thank Maria and Marcos for that wonderful work they have made. It's the second youth exchange.
The first
one,
youth exchange.
yeah.
The second activity.
Activity you.
The previous
have done.
one was one day with only Greeks.
Yeah. In Kozani.
Yes.
And I want to say that these two people here did an amazing job, and they have made wonderful work. And how can I say that? I just want to thank you for that amazing opportunity, and I want to say that I'm so proud to be one of the first member of Greek Odysseuses. That's why. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, John. And my answer to that is that I would like to propose to you that on our next activity, I don't know when, but you can be up here instead of me if you want. Because Greek Odysseuses, as I told before, is not a closed club. And it's not only me and Marcos, we want other people to do the same thing that we do, and maybe they can do it better than us, and we want to benefit from all of you. Exactly. Yeah, Roberta?
First of all, I want to thank you for having us in this beautiful city of Thessaloniki. And secondly, I want to thank you as well, Maria and Marcos, for the great opportunity you gave us to share an awareness to other people out there. And yes, even for us, me personally, I will carry this experience for the whole for my whole life, because I've learned not only that because I knew before that smoking was bad for us, but now I know why, and I try to share it as much as possible as I can out there. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Roberta. Yes, Basilio.
From the situation, now what we're doing, we're getting aware what from too much from different countries, what too much things that cigarettes can do for our life and our healthy. And I want to share the laws there in there for the peoples who want to work with them. But the last time when we go out and we spoke about the peoples, and she said we keep the law, so we smoke outside. But the point is not because she was smoking outside, because she was smoking in front a face of a baby. It's okay, for example, you keep the law, but you have to take care of other healthies who is with you. Because the danger of the cigarette, okay, you take it because you put it inside of you. But when you put it out and you put it in the face of somebody else, it can make a problem for them. And from this one, we have to get aware what cigarettes can do for our life and for other generations that they have to come. And thanks for this program, actually. And so much. Thank you, because we are here.
Thank you, Vasilya.
I want to thank Marios and Marcos and Maria, as well as my wife said. I'm very happy that we made and joined this program. I'm an ex-smoker, and I didn't know all these things that you learned us as well, and many opportunities that you gave us. And that's what I want to say. Thank you very much.
Eleni?
Hello. I would like to thank you, Marcos and Maria, for this opportunity. I want to speak now because I think you did a great job. I will agree with Yannis. And for another reason. Actually, to be honest, I came here to see some things like the activities and to be more creative. Because in Patras, where I study, I have a team that we want to be better. We inform about biology, the students and the other people. And I came here to see what are the activities we will do to take these ideas and to share it with other people. So I'm very glad for that. I took so much things. It was very creative. I met people. I'm very enthusiastic. I have a lot of enthusiasm here. Thank you for all, and I want to collaborate with you in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eleni. And I'm sure that we can use your help and you can use ours as well. Thank you so much.
I will say something. Okay, we saw Marco and Maria in front, but I want to thank for those people who was with them, helping them. And with Alek and, for example, and the other leaders who was part of this program and who is organize this kind of program Erasmus with things.
Thank you, Vasilia. Dario? We can hear you.
There are many microphones open and they are not working altogether.
Okay. Take it. Okay. Okay. I don't wanna just say thank you to Maria and Marco, but I wanna in particular congratulate for the work and to put that magic ingredient, which is the passion, and to make genuine the project. Thank you.
Thank you, Dario. Do we have any questions from Yasin? You want to say?
Okay. I would like to say something about project and my opinions on this project. For the first time, when I heard this project from the Marcos sent message from Facebook, and also after the Maria sent some messages from the Facebook, and I really wondering to what gonna be happen in the project because I'm smoker and the name of the project is Cigarette No Thanks. And I know the smoking is killing me and killing the people, but I didn't know that this kind of lots of informations about other countries and the smoking because I didn't search on the on the Google what is the damage of the smoking. I'm just smoking, and also I really appreciate to be part of this project and on the behalf of my team, they are really happy to be part of team, and yeah, and Alec team as well, and. This is your first project, but congratulations, you did a great job, and I really know that you are going on to be this kind of great jobs.
Thank you so much. But guys, thank you all for your good words. But I think we can say all that tomorrow. We still have one day together, but yes. So, do we have any question from the crowd, from the people who are not participants in our project? Even in Greek, if you want, if you have any questions, any issues that you want to be solved before you leave this room, anything? Okay, thank you. So before we end, I want to thank Marcos. Yes.
Yasin, be silent.
Yes, I know.
Yasin, be silent.
I want to thank Marcos for giving me the opportunity to be here today. I don't know why I'm so emotional. Maybe it's because I'm tired. I only slept 2 hours last night. And Marco, you want to? Marcos, did you want to close our event? I'm very happy for giving me all the time to speak, but I think you should do the end. Thank you for everything.
I'm a lucky guy, right? And as Alec told me, that woman makes me feel look wiser. Thank you everyone for being here. We really tried to attract and reach more people than actually came here, but we are happy. We are happy for that. We hope to have achieved what at least we have in our minds, and I mean real numbers. I hope each one of you had the opportunity to present himself into a public event, because that is a public event, and it's not so far away from having 100 people in front of you. So this is a key point, a key competence that maybe, or I'm sure we have improved by that situation, that event over here. So thank you all. For the Greek people, please take our Facebook page, Erasmus Greek Opportunities, and for everything you may need, just ask us. We're here, and that's all. Thank you all.